All right, so basically when you're working toward Galavasana here, this is basically where you're taking it into the cross-legged balance. So your weight's going to be on one foot to start. You're going to lift one leg and bring the knee out to the side, curl the toes of the foot that's lifted. This basically brings in the same sort of stretch, external rotation that you get into when you come into the half pigeon stretch, keep in mind. Now, usually I go through the whole thing of balancing this and working this configuration in a few different ways, but we're actually just going to take this right into the arm balance. So will be a lot of prep before we get here, keep in mind, but you got the option. You can take this into crow, which is what I'm going to cue first, and then I'm going to cue this right into Galavasana, and it's going to be the same thing where you're at the front of the mat, just in a forward fold. So every sequence will lead you to the front of the mat. I know everybody's seen this before, but it does bear repeating. Coming into crow. You know, set your hands down, shoulder width, dig your fingertips down, lift your heels, bring the knees up onto your arms, and then look forward. Keep your hips up high. Lean forward. Take it slow. Grip the floor. And maybe just lean to the edge of balancing. If you are going to balance this, go slow. Look forward. Try to lift both feet together. So rather than doing this kind of thing, which everybody wants to do, one foot comes up, and then maybe they hop the other one up too, and then maybe they just stay up for a moment. Really concentrate on grabbing the floor and shifting your weight. Take it slow. And just keep your gaze forward. Let your weight come forward. Let your toes barely lift. Try to lift your feet together. And then maybe take it further. Toes to touch, heels toward your seat. Take that to where you can. But you can take whatever version of crow you like. But when you enter that pose, try to go into it slowly and just let the weight shift bring you up into balancing. Now, to come into Galavasana, it's going to be a little bit more elaborate, but it's from the same forward fold. And if you're not quite flexible enough to get your legs in place, don't worry about it. If you can't get the arm balance when you come down from a figure four, this is basically going to be the same thing. So if you need to, just take it into crow, or you can just hold the figure four stretch in this forward fold to whatever extent you can actually lift your foot. Now, this is going to be the same thing where you fold it down. I'm going to cue this immediately after crow. So from here, I'm going to keep my left foot as my base, and I'm going to lift the right shin. So with my left hand, I'm going to take hold of my right ankle, and then bring the right ankle to cross my left thigh. Now, you may find when you lift your leg that this is good enough and you just want to stay here because this might be enough of a stretch, especially if the outer hip is tight. You're going to start to fold this down. Maybe hold the stretch. This is good enough. And if you want the stretch here, just breathe into it, and that's fine. Now, if you can take it further, try to get that ankle as high up on the base thigh as you can, and then bring both hands to the floor. So the arms are reaching forward past the lifted shin. Now, to come into balancing, you to bring both palms down to the mat, grip the floor. Everything else here is basically like crow. Lean forward, look forward, kick that front shin into the upper arms. Try to keep it high to start because it's probably going to slide down a little bit. And then let your weight shift forward. Now, as you come forward, look forward, lean. Maybe lift the base foot a little bit. You can always set it back down. Again, let your weight shift. If you can take this further and keep that foot lifted, you can pull the heel toward your seat. Maybe take it further and extend that leg up and back, but just take it to where you can here. And just feel this out for however far you want to take this. We're going to move into the Vinyasa from there. You can step it back, you can fly it back from either pose. So just feel things out and see how far you want to go with this today, and just have that in mind, all right? So that's where we're taking things toward today, and that is the only demonstration I have to begin, actually. So let's get this started. So bring yourself down to a seat. I'm going to start this cross-legged. So you can make this a more formal seated posture if you like, or just keep it simple, but either way, bring your right leg in first so we're all on the same page. Left leg in front. And then arrange this so you can actually sit this upright. Now, if your hips are tight and the knees are already pretty high and you have to round your spine, back off a little bit. Let your feet move forward. Let your knees go out a little bit wider. And you want to work to tilt your pelvis forward so you can actually sit this upright and bring the upper body toward vertical. Now, if you need a little extra support, you can have your hands down at your sides. Otherwise, maybe just settle your arms onto your lap with the palms facing up. But either way, keep your torso upright. So draw into the belly around the low ribs and keep your spine nice and tall. Relax the shoulders and let them sink down, but stay long through your neck. Bring your chin in just a little bit. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then with the eyes closed, just take a moment to scan your position. So relax around the hips best you can. Let your knees settle toward the floor. But then keep that tension through the midsection, from the ribs, around the low belly, and just hold your spine upright. Let go of any tension in your shoulders, but stay tall. Keep the top of your head reaching up toward the ceiling. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top for just a moment. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. Slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work here to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just open your eyes. And then set your hands behind you. Lean back, reverse the cross your legs. Bring your left leg in first, the right leg in front. And again, arrange this so you can actually sit this upright. And we'll take things slow to start. So with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reach your arms high. Now with the exhale, take this slow. I want you to lean right, but reach your right arm left, reach the left arm right. Go ahead, press the right arm into the left leg, and bring your gaze up high. With your next inhale, back to center, just reach straight up. And then with the exhale, take it slow, leaning to your left side. Left arm reaches right arm reaches left. Go ahead, press the left arm to the right leg, gaze high here. And we'll take this back and forth. Inhale, back to center, arms up high. And then with the exhale, lean to the right side again. Press the right arm into your left leg. Keep both sit bones on the floor. Inhale to center, arms up high. And then with the exhale, lean to your left side. Right arm reaching left. Left arm pressing to the right leg again. Keep both sit bones down. Inhale, back to center. Reach it straight up. Now with the exhale, lean right one more time. Right arm reaching left, hold here. Just stretch this long, bring your gaze up high and breathe. With your next inhale, bring it to center, both arms high. And then with the exhale, lean left one more time. Right arm reaching left, left arm pressing to the right leg. Gaze high here and just hold, stretch this out long. Now with your next inhale, bring it back to center, both arms high. And with the exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. And then down to the floor behind you. Just go ahead, lean back, bring your feet flat on the floor. Just twist a little bit. Fold your knees to the right and to the left. And just use this to loosen up for a moment. And then bring it back into center. Now once you come into center, bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Bring this into Baddha-Konasana. And let's take this into just a little bit of a basic stretch. With your next inhale, reach the arms up high. Now with the exhale, hinge forward from the hips, reach forward, take hold of your big toes. And then draw the elbows in around the ribs, draw your torso forward, keep your knees out wide. You can use your arms to press the legs further out to the side, but keep your spine long, keep your gaze forward here to start. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, I want you to keep holding your big toes, but go ahead and relax your spine a little bit. And then lengthen out the position of your legs. So if the feet are really close, slide your feet forward. Make a longer diamond shape here. And just keep hold of the big toes. And we'll take this a little bit further. This is going to be an odd stretch here. If you're not that flexible, don't get too frustrated. But keep the left hand on your big toe and keep the left foot down. But lift up the right foot. Now as best you can, pull the right knee back, the right elbow back. Try to get that right heel toward your right ear. Look forward. And don't worry about going down too deep here. I'm not that deep with this myself. And then go ahead and set the right foot down. Take it to the other side. Right foot stays on the floor. Keep holding that right big toe. Lift the left foot. And then draw the left elbow back. Draw the left knee back. Pull that heel toward your ear as best you can. And then go ahead and set this back down. And then once you come back down, just release that grip. Go ahead and draw the feet in a little bit closer. And just take the version of Baddha-Konasana that suits you best, where you can still sit this upright. Now I'm just turning toward the camera to make the next part of this more clear. But once you're upright, we're going to take this side to side and just loosen up the hips a little bit. So I want you to lean over to the right, lift your left leg. Now pivot from the left hip, bring the left knee down inside the right foot. Now just keep the legs close like this. Now curl the toes of both feet, kick down into the floor, turn right so your chest opens toward the right knee. Both hands down outside the right leg, or on either side I should say. Now just keep your chest facing down, kick into the floor with both feet, and let's just take this up and down here. So go ahead and lift your seat up off the floor. Try to squeeze your glutes as much as you can. And then just lower this down, move with control. Kick into the floor again, lift your hips up. And then sink back down. Keep the toes curled, keep the feet engaged. One more time, kick into the floor, lift your hips. Now stay lifted here. Try to stay light in your hands, maybe hover them up off the floor. And if you feel any sort of twinge in the knee, go ahead and take more weight on your hands. And then go ahead and bring this all the way back down. Now once you come down, let's switch this out. So bring the left foot in to meet the right, and then lean to your left side. Now right leg lifts, pivot from the hip, bring the right knee down inside the bottom of your left foot, and then turn to your left side. Now hands on either side of your left leg. Go ahead and face your chest toward the floor. Curl the toes of both feet and kick down. And then when you're ready, just lift your hips up off the floor high as you can. And then sink your hips back down. Move with control here. Be smooth. Kick into the floor. Lift your hips again. And then sink this back down. One more time. Kick into the floor. Lift your hips. Stay lifted here. Now keep kicking down. Keep your glutes squeezing. If you can, take some of the weight off your hands. Just hold here for a moment. And then go ahead, bring this all the way back down. And then we'll switch it out. So lift the right leg, bring the right foot to meet the left, and come over to your right side. Now left leg lifts, pivot from the hip, bring that knee down inside your right foot. Turn toward the right knee. Now this time, just the right hand down outside your right leg. Bring the left arm behind your back, half bind. Palm face may pull the shoulder back. Curl the toes of both feet. We're going to lift this up again. So kick down to the floor, lift your hips, and draw that left shoulder back. And then go ahead, sink this back down. Kick into the floor, lift your hips again, and then sink back down. Kick into the floor, lift your hips, hold here one more time. Now keep that left shoulder pulled back, keep the front of the body open and long. Maybe take some of the weight off the right hand, maybe lift it up off the floor. And then slowly, let's bring this back down. So lift your left leg, release your half bind, bring the feet together, come over to your left side. Pivot from the right hip, right knee comes down inside your left foot. Now turn toward that left knee, and then the left hand comes outside your left leg, right on behind your back for the half bind here. Palm face may pull the shoulder back. Now curl the toes of both feet, and then when you're ready, kick into the floor, lift your hips up as high as you can, draw the right shoulder back, and then sink this back down. Again, kick into the floor, lift your hips, and then bring this back down again. One more time, kick into the floor, lift your hips, stay here. Now keep your glutes squeezing as much as you can. Right shoulder pulled back. If you want to take it further, maybe get light on your left hand, maybe lift it up off the floor completely. And then take it back down. Come down slow. And we'll switch sides one more round. So right foot meets the left. Come over to your right side. Pivot from the left hip. Set the knee down inside that right foot. Right hand to the floor outside your right leg. Take the half bind again. Left arm behind your back. Pull the shoulder back. Curl the toes of both feet. And then when you're ready, kick into the floor. Lift your hips. Stay lifted this time. And lean on to the right hand. Keep your glutes engaged. Keep your chest open. Left shoulder pulled back. Now see about taking this to a figure four. So I want you to keep the toes of the left foot curled, but try to lift your right leg and cross the right ankle over your left thigh. And this should be relatively uncomfortable here. If you feel any sort of sharp pain, just go ahead and back off and come down. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and release that. And bring the hips all the way down to the floor. Now take it on the other side. Left foot meets the right. Come over to your left side. Pivot from the right hip. Right knee down inside the left foot one more time. Left hand sets outside your left leg. Right on behind your back for the half bind. Draw the shoulder back. Open up your chest. Now curl the toes. Kick into the floor. Lift your hips. Press up and draw that right shoulder back. And you can always just stay here. Now if you can take it further, be sure the toes of the right foot are curled. You're kicking down. Try to lift that left foot and bring that left ankle across the right thigh. Still pressing the hips out to the side. And then go ahead and release this. Could bring everything back down again. And then once you come down, again, go ahead, set your feet on the floor. And just fold your knees one side to the other. Loosen things up a little bit here. We're basically just engaging the little muscles around the hips in just unusual ways to light things up. When you're ready, come back to Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees wide. Reach forward, take hold of your big toes. And then draw the heels in, lean back enough to take the weight off your feet. And we're just taking this to a variation of boat pose here. So knees out wide, lengthen out your spine. Press your low back forward, keep the shoulders back and down. And just keep your gaze forward. Now I want you to hold your balance here and keep your feet together like this. And you got the choice. If you want to, you can hold onto the toes. You can hold onto the knees if that suits you better. But if you can, see about reaching your hands forward and hold your balance. Now, if you want to stay in place, this is fine. I'm going to cue this into some pulsing. And if you're going to pulse here, the idea is to work the hip flexors, and you're going to try to draw the knees in toward your armpits as close as you can. So on my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay balanced, keep your feet together. Now you can keep reaching forward through your arms, or if you want to make it more difficult, you can reach straight up but keep your core engaged. And again, we're going to pulse this, drawing the knees in toward the armpits. So on my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay balanced here. And wherever your hands are, bring them behind your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide. You can bring the hands wide if you need to, if this forces your head forward. But I want you to bring your legs together. So knees together, feet together as well. You can keep the knees bent, but point through your toes. If you can take it further, keep your spine long, maybe extend the legs a little bit, maybe extend all the way, but hold your balance. Now, as best you can, just bring the feet out wide, hold your balance here, and then squeeze your legs together. Again, bring your feet out wide, and then squeeze your legs together. 3 more times. Bring your feet out wide, keep this engaged, and then squeeze your legs together. 2 more times. Bring your feet out wide, and then squeeze your legs together. 1 more time. Bring your feet out wide, and then squeeze your legs together. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set your feet down, take hold of your knees, around your spine. And then when you're ready, just go ahead, lower yourself down to the floor, draw the knees into your chest, and just squeeze everything in once you're down. Now go ahead, flatten your spine. You can pull the knees out wide, maybe rock this out a little bit side to side, but just breathe here. And then bring this back into center. Now once you come to center, go ahead, release your grip, bring your feet down to the floor. And we're going to set this up for a bridge variation here. Now, feet a little bit wider than your hips, so take a wider setting with your feet than you usually would. So try to get the heels out as wide as you can, but heels point in toward you, the toes point out, a little bit of external rotation to begin. And keep the heels close enough to your seat that you can still bring your low back as flat as possible to the floor while you're down like this. And once you set up the lower body, go ahead, reach your arms straight up. Make your hands into fists, 4 fingers in your palms, thumbs outside. Now keep clenching your fists and pressing your shoulders down into the floor. And we'll just go up and down like this. So with an inhale, pressing your feet, lift your hips, bring the weight to your shoulders. And then with the exhale, just roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, roll down again. Inhale, lift your hips. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press as high. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, roll down. Now with your next inhale, press your hips high and just stay lifted here. Now as you hold on to this, squeeze into your glutes, keep the hips pressing high. Now keep the hands clenched, keep your shoulders pressing down, and if you can take it further, hold all that. But pressing your heels, try to lift your toes up off the floor, and then try to pull the heels in toward your shoulders. Hips press even higher. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just roll this back down. Once you come down, draw the knees into your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze in again. And then curl up into this. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Now use this shape when you're ready. Cross at the ankles, roll forward to a seat, come further to your hands, find all fours. And then from all fours, just move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move side to side. Feel things out here, loosen up your spine. And just feel out where you're loose and where you're tight. And then come back into center in all fours, and we'll take this into the wrist right away. So looking down at your hands. Now keep your palms facing down. One by one, rotate your hands. Fingers out to the side. Try to point your fingers toward your knees. Just come as far in that rotation as you can on both sides. And set your hands down flat. Spread your fingers out wide. Grip the floor. Now as you're gripping, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Try to keep that lift in the upper back. And this is good enough right here. Let the tension bring the stretch through the wrists and up into the forearms. Now if you can take this further, step your right foot straight back, big toe to the floor. And then bring your right big toe past the left edge of your mat. Now, we're going to take it back and forth diagonally here. So bring that big toe forward, up and to the right far as you can. And then extend that leg back and across. Again, big toe up and to the right. Extend the leg back and across. One more time, bring it up and to the right. And then go ahead, bring the right knee down. And let's take it on the other side. Still gripping the floor. Step your left foot straight back, big toe down. Bring that left big toe past the right edge. Diagonally here, bring that left big toe up and to the left. And then extend the leg back and across. Up and to the left again. And then back and across. Up and to the left. And then bring the left knee down from here. And then come up onto your fingertips and walk the hands in right in front of your knees. Now with the hands this close, go ahead, flip the hands over. Backs of the hands down, palms facing up. And then just point the fingertips in toward you. Now you can keep about one hand's distance between your hands and knees, or bring them even closer if you want to back off further and shift more weight to your legs. But spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips down. Try to keep the arms straight and your spine pressed up high. You don't have to put too much weight on your hands, but keep them tense. And this is good enough right here. Now if you want to take this further, hold that tension and hold that stretch, but bring your knees together and bring your feet together as well. And then see about taking this back and forth, crossing your legs. So keep the knees bent, but bring the right knee to the left of your left leg and just bring that knee to the floor. And then go ahead and come back to center. Bring the left knee to the right of your right leg and squeeze in. And then come back to center. And keep switching this now. Now, as you're moving here, try to keep a constant level of pressure on your hands. You can take it faster or take it slower. Be deliberate. Keep your fingertips pressing down the whole time. And see about giving your legs a little extra squeeze when you bring them together. You should feel this at least a little bit in the outer hips. And then the next time you bring that left knee over to the right, let that be your last round. Bring both knees back together. And then come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment here. Shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, bring them back down to the floor. We want to step this into a deep squat. So step the right foot forward outside the right hand, the left foot outside the left. Now heels in, toes out, feet at least hips width distance apart. And keep the feet flat. Be sure your heels are down. Now, keep the feet as they are, and then just bend into the knees, bring your seat down low, and just come into your deepest squat. Now, at least bring the hips toward the level of the knees, and if you can take it deeper, go ahead and sink all the way down, wherever you can flatten your feet. And this is going to look very different from one body to the next. You can go wider, you can go narrower, you can change the angle of your feet. Now, once you find your base position here, you're going to keep the feet where they are, but bring your fingertips down to the floor in front of you, and let's warm this up. So with an inhale, bring your hips up high. Exhale, sink all the way back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, hips up high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up again. And exhale, sink down. Now inhale, lift one more time. Just shake your legs out for a moment here. Let all that burning go. And I'm just turning toward the camera. I want you to keep your feet where they are. And from here, just bend into the knees and bring your hips down halfway so your thighs are parallel to the floor. So even if you can go deeper, just stay here. We're going to take this side to side. Now fingertips down, stay light in your hands. Keep your chest facing the floor, but bring the weight to the right foot. Step your left foot back and across and just touch your left knee down to the mat. And then step your left foot wide. Now bring the weight to the left foot. Right foot back and across. Bring the right knee to touch the mat. And then step your right foot wide. Come over to the right foot. Left foot back and across, touch your left knee down. Step this out wide. Weight goes to the left foot. Right foot back and across, touch that knee down. Step the right foot wide. If you want to take it further, maybe lift your hands, but stay low, chest faces the floor. Come over to the right foot, left foot back and across, touch that left knee down. And then step this out wide, bring it over to the left foot, right foot back and across, knee to the floor. Step it out wide. Now just one more round, we'll take it further. Over to the right foot, left foot back and across, bring the left knee down and stay down. Now this time, flatten your left foot, bring both hands to the floor, and then with your left hand, take hold of the right ankle. And we're going to take this into a figure four. So cross the right ankle over your left thigh. Now right knee out to the side, curl the toes of the right foot, keep that leg engaged, and this is good enough if you just feel a stretch here. If you want to take this further, you can take this for baby Galavasana, and this is not easy. Just work this as best you can. So keep the legs crossed like this, bring the ankle up high, and then when you're ready, both hands forward. Now the right elbow comes down to the floor. Press that right arm into your right leg, and then bring the left elbow down as well. So you want to bring that lifted shin across both upper arms. Kick it forward. Look forward a little bit. If you want to take this further, tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, lean forward, and maybe lift that left foot up off the floor. If you can take it further, it is possible to lift that left leg behind. And however far you took this, go ahead and come back to center. Step the right foot flat. Step your left foot out wide. And let's take this to the other side. So come over to the left foot. Right foot back and across. Bring the right knee down. Now again from here, we'll compact this a bit. So flatten the right foot. Keep both hands down here to start, but with your right hand, take hold of your left ankle. Now bring that left ankle, cross the right thigh. Just find that figure four shape here. Cross the toes of your left foot, or curl the toes of your left foot. Maybe just take that figure four. Now if you want to go deeper, go ahead and bring the right forearm down, then the left forearm down as well. Bring the arms in close. Elbows are on the floor. Now press that left leg into both arms, tuck the toes of the right foot, maybe lift the right knee and lean forward, and you can balance this, maybe lifting that right foot. And if you want to take it forward, you can extend that right leg. Your face will be very close to the floor. And again, just take that to where you can. And then once you're ready, go ahead and release this, come into all fours. And then from all fours, you can just stay here and breathe. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. And move into position when you're ready. Now take a look at how this is set up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms, spread your fingers wide, and feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Press your chest toward the floor, but press your hips up high. Keep the upper body nice and long. One line from the wrist creases to the hips. And keep in mind, you can always bend your knees and you can just stay loose. You can pedal the legs out and move your hips from side to side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And just let everything go long and loose here, let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. When you're ready, release any grip that you have, keep the bend of the knees. But then restack your spine, so just slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last, and just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. And then take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat, step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here. Wrist the shoulders, palms, press to the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Try to keep your spine lifted as the highest point from the shoulder blades. Pull into your belly, draw from the ribs. Use your core to hold your hips around the shoulders and heels. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides, lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. We'll take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel up one more time, stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body, press into your feet, take some more all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And then use the muscles that line your spine, lift your chest a little bit higher. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, roll this down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides, press the palms to the floor. We'll take it upward facing dog. So when you're ready, with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, and stand the tops of your feet in this position. Keep your legs active where to lift the knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes. Try to pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift with your arms, but lift with your shoulders as well. Give your neck some room, and keep your chest pulling forward. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, pull your belly and bring your hips up high, come back to down dog. Paddle out for a moment, let your hips move side to side. And let's take this to our sun salutation. Steady movement here. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms high. And then with the exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, chaturangas. Next, high plank to low. Now with an inhale, open up your chest. Lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high to down dog. We'll take 2 more rounds. Keep it steady. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing arms, reach high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. Now with an inhale, open up, pull forward. Exhale, draw back in, and bring your hips up. One more round, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing arms, reach high. And then exhale all the way down. Inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. Now with an inhale, open up, pull forward. Exhale, draw back in, bring your hips back up. Just find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your down dog, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing arms, reach up high. Now with the exhale, sink into chair this time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, just pay attention to your stance. Feet and knees, or actually feet within hips width distance, big toes and knees moving towards center, belly pulled in. Now I want to take this with a little bit of a twist here. So I want you to reach your right arm past your left leg, but then bring the left arm behind your back, half bind here, pull that left shoulder back. Sink your hips down lower. So press the right arm into the left leg, draw the left shoulder back, but keep your gaze forward, stay low. And then focus your weight on your left foot, lift your right heel. Now you're still in chair. As best you can, extend that right leg forward, dip the big toe down. Extend it behind, big toe to the floor. Forward again, touch the big toe down. And then big toe behind again. One more time, bring it forward. And then one more time behind you. And then bring the right foot down next to left, back to center. Now focus the weight on the right foot this time, lift your left heel, look forward. And then just take it slow. Straighten your right leg, bring that left knee up. You're still twisted a little bit here. And just take a moment, find your balance. Slow your breathing down and press into that right big toe. Now you're already part way into that twist. When you're ready, with your right hand, take hold of your left knee. Draw the left shoulder back, open your chest to the left side, bring your gaze left. And this is good enough right here. Just keep your balance. If you want to go further, you can reach that right hand to the outside edge of your left foot. And then maybe lift the left knee, maybe extend the leg a little bit, but just take this to where you can. Stay balanced, stay vertical through your spine. And keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, you're still balancing. Turn back to center, hands to your hips, left knee lifted. And then just bring that left knee down in line with the right. The left foot still up off the floor. Now take this slow. Bend into the right knee, hinge from the hips, bring both hands down. And round your spine as completely as you can. So we're just taking this into a crouch. We're going to open this up to a twist, to a revolved half moon. So the left hand stays down. Forward with your right foot, but further left. Lean to your left side. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your right arm high, extend your left leg back. And then with the exhale, curl this in. Inhale the right arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, right arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in one more time. Inhale, right arm high, left leg back, hold here. Now look right, keep that right shoulder high, extend the left leg back. You can bend the right knee, but straighten the leg if you can. Now if you want to take it deeper, you can bind it. You can bend the left knee, reach back with the right hand. If you find the foot, kick into that hand, pull the shoulder back, let this deepen your twist. Now just breathe with this here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just slowly release this. Both hands down, left foot steps down behind your low lunge. Now look at your low lunge. Make sure your feet are on two separate tracks, hips width distance side to side, left heel lifted behind. We'll take a high lunge stance. So hands to your hips. With an inhale, just bring your torso all the way to upright. And give yourself a moment to feel out your balance here. So deep under the right knee, left heel lifted, and left leg towards straight. Pull the left hip forward, right hip back, keep your hips squared. Now, if you like, you can have your hands at your hips. If you can, put your hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide, shoulders back, keep your chest open. And we'll work this into that left leg. So take an inhale here. And with the exhale, just take it slow. Dip into that left knee just above the floor. Now inhale, straighten, slow on the way up. Exhale, sink down, keep that left knee off the floor. Inhale, straighten again. And then with your exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Now with the exhale, lower one more time. Just hover that left knee up off the floor. Keep your spine tall. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just set your left knee down and flatten the left foot behind you. Now just a 90-degree lunge here. Press into that right foot. Stack your hips over the left knee. And keep the right foot pressing down, left foot kicking into the floor. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, elbows wide, let your head fall back, open up your chest, hold here. Now keep your hips stacked over that left knee. Keep your glutes engaged and your hips pressing forward. And we're just going to move from the upper body. So you're going to go from this shape with your chest open to reaching forward and rounding your spine. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, reach this forward, round this completely. Inhale, pull back, elbows wide. Exhale, round forward again. Inhale, pull this back. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, pull back one more time, hold here. Now keep the hips stacked over that left knee, let your head fall back, keep your chest open. And if you want to take it further, keep your torso parallel to the floor, but see about reaching your arms straight back. Now slowly, with an inhale, bring your torso upright, reach the arms up high. And then slowly with your exhale, hands through center. Bring the left elbow outside the right thigh, and we'll take a twist here. So press that elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, look over the right shoulder. And just breathe with this, keep your spine long. This is good enough, keep twisting. Now if you want to go deeper, hold your twist, but bend the right knee, pull that left hip down and forward. And if you want to go deeper still, you can kick in that left foot, and maybe hover that left knee up off the mat and lengthen out your left side even more, but stay twisted wherever you are. Now everybody take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down inside the right foot. And we're going to take a lizard lunge variation here. So the hands are inside your right leg. Walk your right foot forward till the ankle's at least a little bit forward to the right knee. Press in your palms, tuck the toes of the left foot behind you, lift your left knee up off the mat. Now keep the right foot flat and right thigh squeezing in toward your side. This could be good enough. But if you can take it deeper, bring the right forearm down to the floor, right thigh still squeezing in. Maybe the left forearm comes down as well. Now if you need a break, you can always set your left knee down, but keep it lifted if you can. And this is good enough right here. Squeeze that right thigh into your side. Now if you can take it further yet, maybe reach that left arm out to the left, right arm to the right underneath your right leg. Keep your chest facing down. And if you want to take it further, you can bind it. You can wrap the right arm around the right leg, palm up and behind. Left hand comes around for the grip. Your chest still faces down, the right thigh still squeezes in. Just take this to where you can. Now from wherever you are, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back up onto both hands. And then slide the right foot back behind your hands, step the left foot forward next to the right. We're going to take this to crow. So while you're folded, palms down, hands are shoulder width, grip the floor. Lift your heels, touch your knees to your arms. Belly pulled in, hips high. Look forward, lean forward, go slow. And you can always lean to the edge of balancing, good enough. But if you're going to balance it, keep looking forward, go slowly. Lean to let your feet lift together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat, take it to where you can. Now if you want to take this into Galavasana, keep your left foot down. And then right hand stays on the floor, but with your left hand, take hold of the right ankle. Now cross the right leg over the left. So lift that ankle, bring it across your left thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot, keep the knee to the side. And if you just want to feel that stretch in the outer right hip, maybe stay here. Now if you're going to take the arm balance, both hands down. Bring that shin up high on the upper arms. Press into the palms, look forward, start to lean. Take it slow. Maybe hover your left foot. Maybe pull the heel toward your seat. Maybe extend that left leg up and back. Just take it to where you can. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take it through your Vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. And once you do find it down dog, take a moment here, paddle out. Now from downward facing dog, we'll take all that to the other side. So take an inhale here. With your exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. Exhale, sink down into the chair. Now put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, bring your hips low. Again, feet within hips with distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And then we'll take this with that bit of a twist from here. So go ahead and bring the left arm past your right leg, half bind with the right arm, bring it behind your back, pull the right shoulder back, and bring the hips down lower. Now focus weight on the right foot, lift your left heel, you're still in chair. Left leg forward, dip the big toe. Extend it behind, big toe down. Forward again, big toe to the floor. And then bring it down behind. One more time forward. One more time behind you. And then step the left foot down next to the right, back to center. Focus the weight on the left foot, lift the right heel. Now when you're ready, straighten the left leg and bring that right knee up high. Hold this. Now again, just press into the big toe of that base foot. Just slow your breathing down. We're already partly into that twist, so when you're ready, with your left hand, take hold of the right knee. Now draw the right shoulder back, open your chest to the right, bring your gaze right. And this is good enough. Just stay tall, stay twisted best you can. Now if you can take it further, reach that left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Maybe lift the right knee higher, maybe start to extend the leg. Just take this to where you can still balance and still stay vertical. Now we're still balancing here, take an inhale. With the exhale, just slowly turn to center, hands, hips, right knee lifted. And then line the right knee up with the left. Now let's bring it down slow. Bend your left knee, hinge from the hips, bring both hands down. And then once the hands are on the floor, we're going to open this up back and forth to a twist. So around your spine. Right hand stays down, forward to your left foot, but further right, lean to your right side. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, left arm high, right leg extends back. Exhale, curl this in. Inhale, the left arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, left arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in one more time. Inhale, the left arm high, right leg back, hold here. Now left shoulder high, look left, reach to the right leg. You can bend the left knee, but straighten the leg if you can. Now if you want to take it deeper, go ahead, bend the right knee, reach back with your left hand. If you find the foot, kick into the hand, let that pull your left shoulder further back and deepen your twist. And just breathe here. Everyone take an inhale. Now with the exhale, release. Both hands down, right foot steps down behind your low lunge. Now again, your low lunge, make sure your feet are set on two separate tracks, hips with distance side to side, right heel lifted behind. When you're ready, hands to your hips. With an inhale, just bring this all the way to your high lunge stance. So deep bend left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip forward, left hip back, keep your spine upright. Now you can have your hands on your hips, shoulders back. Or if you can, bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers, palms open, elbows wide, keep your chest open. Now when I take this into the back leg, take it slow. So take an inhale. And with the exhale, dip into that right knee just above the floor. Come down low. Inhale, straighten, keep your spine tall. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, straighten again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Stay low this time. Just hover the knee, keep your spine tall, shoulders pulled back. And then go ahead and set that right knee down, flatten the right foot behind you. Let's bring your hands to your hips for a moment here. Now, pressing that left foot, keep the hips stacked from the right knee on up. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, elbows wide, let your head fall back, open up your chest, hold here. Now keep your hips stacked over the right knee like this, kicking to the right foot, press down to the left. We'll go back and forth from here with your chest open to reaching forward and rounding. So take an inhale. And then with the exhale, reach forward, round your spine as much as you can. Inhale, pull this back, elbows wide. Exhale, round this forward. Inhale, pull back again. Exhale, round. Inhale, pull back one more time, hold here. Now again, hips stay stacked over that right knee, let your head fall back. If you're going to take it further, reach your arms straight back, torso parallel to the floor, and keep breathing. Now slowly, from wherever you are, with an inhale, just bring your torso upright, reach the arms high. And then slowly as well, with your exhale, hands through center, move into the twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh this time. Press the elbow to thigh, press the palms together. Bring the gaze over that left shoulder. Good enough here. Keep twisting, keep your spine long. If you want to take it deeper, bend your left knee, pull the right hip forward and deepen that twist that way. And if you want to go further still, you can kick into the right foot, maybe hover the right knee up off the floor. Keep the twist however far you take this. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands down inside your left leg. And we'll take that lizard lunge again. So walk the left foot forward so the left ankle is at least a little bit forward to the left knee. Tuck the toes to the right foot, lift the right knee up off the floor. Keep your chest facing down and keep that left thigh squeezing in toward your side. You can stay here. Now if you can take it deeper, bring your left forearm down. Maybe the right forearm comes down as well. And try to keep your chest facing the floor. Keep that left thigh squeezing in. If you can take it further, reach your right arm to the right side, left arm to the left. And if you want to bind it, you can wrap the left arm around the left thigh, palm behind. Right hand reaches back to find the grip. Now wherever you go to here, your chest is still facing down, your body's still long, left thigh still squeezing in. Keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring both hands to the floor inside that left leg. And slide the left foot back behind your hands. Bring the right foot forward next to the left. We'll take this to crow. Palms down, hands at shoulder width. Grip the floor with your fingers. Lift your heels and touch the knees to your arms. Belly pulled in, hips high to start. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow. You can always just lean toward balancing. And if you're going to balance it, lean enough to lift your feet smoothly here together. Big toes to touch, heels toward your seat. Now if you want Galavasana, bring your feet down. Right foot's going to be your base. With your right hand, take hold of your left ankle. Now bring that left ankle across the right thigh. Move into that figure four. Bend into the right knee. Just sink down and try to fold this as completely as you can. Curl the toes of the left foot. Now if you want to take this to balancing, both arms in front of that left shin. Bring the palms down, shin high on the arms, kick it forward. Look forward, grip the floor. Lean forward, take it slow. Maybe hover the right foot. Maybe pull the heel up. Maybe extend that leg up and back. Take this to where you can. And then when you're ready, again, take it to your Vinyasa. And once you find your down dog, pedal out here. Now from downward facing dog, we'll take this to the next sequence. So when you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. And with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, bring your hips down low. Now once you come down this time, we're going to take a bind behind. So right arm behind your back, palm face away, bring it to the left side. Left hand meets the right. Now pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, open your chest, maybe sink your hips lower. Hold here. Now focus the weight on the left foot, lift the right heel. Right leg forward, dip the big toe. Extend it behind, big toe down. Forward, big toe to the floor. Big toe behind again. One more time, extend this forward.
One more time, big toe behind. Now step the right foot down next to left. Put the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel. And then come up to standing, straight right leg, left knee high, hold here. Slow your breathing down, keep your gaze forward, press into that right big toe. Now keep the right arm in that half bind, but release your left hand. Take hold of the left knee and draw your left knee out to the side. This is good enough right here. Try to keep that knee high, keep the hip open, keep your gaze forward, keep breathing. Now, if you want to take it further, you can extend that left leg. If you want to try something different, left arm inside your left leg, take hold of the ankle. And then with that left hand, pull the left foot up and try to bring the outside edge of the foot to the right hip crease. And this is basically moving toward a half lotus setup. You don't have to take it all the way there, and that's not what I'm cueing. But try to kick into that left hand, point the right knee down toward the floor, but draw your shoulders back, stand this up tall, keep breathing here. And you're just looking for that external rotation in the left hip. Now from wherever you are, slowly release your grip. Bring that left knee up high, hands to your hips. And then we'll take it down slow. So bring the left knee down in line with the right. Bend the right knee, hinge from your hips. And then lightly bring both hands down to the floor. Find that crouch again, round your spine completely. Now while you're down, we're going to open this up back and forth from here to half moon. So the right hand stays down. Bring it to the right side and lean right. When you're ready with an inhale, extend your left leg back, reach your left arm high, open up. Exhale, curl this in. Inhale the left leg back, left arm high. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale the left leg back, left arm high, hold here. Now stay open as best you can. You can always bend the right knee, but straighten the leg if you're able. Keep that left arm reaching high, look to the left side at least, and keep that left leg extended back. Now if you want to take this further, if you want to bind it, you can bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand. And if you find that grip on the foot or ankle, kick into your hand, pull the left shoulder further back, and keep everything stacked vertically open to the left side. Now everybody take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bend the right knee, step the left foot down and open to your left side. And we're going to take this to a horse stance here, open your left side of the mat. So heels in, toes out, just a wide-legged squat. And move around for a moment to settle in. Get your thighs down toward parallel with the floor, the hips down toward the level of the knees. And then settle this in at center. Bring your torso toward upright best you can. Now keep your torso upright, keep your hips in place. Reach your arms up high, palms facing in. We're only moving to the upper body. The hips stay where they are, the legs stay as they are. So when you're ready to slowly reach and lean to the right side, bring your gaze up high. Now keep your hips grounded, bring this to center. Reach and lean to the left side, make it smooth, make it slow. Come back through center. Lean over to the right again. Bring it back through center. Reach and lean over to your left side. Now back through center. Reach and lean over to the right one more time. And then come back into center. Bring your hands to your low back, palms face away, fingers spread wide, elbows wide, shoulders back. Straighten your legs, just shake them out for a moment here. And then we'll still take this side to side toward balancing. Now, keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And if you need to, you can always bring your hands forward. But when you're ready, just feel this out. Put the weight to the right foot, lean right. Now keep your legs wide like this, but then lift that left foot up off the floor. Stay leaning for the moment. Now take it slow. Chest stays open, left foot steps back and across behind the right leg. Bring the toes in. Fold forward, belly to your right thigh, and then just dip that left knee down, maybe touch it all the way to the floor. Now take it slow on the way back up. Put the weight to the right foot. Left foot goes wide. Step out wide, come over to your left foot. Nice and slow, right foot lifts, hold your balance here for a moment, keep your chest open. Now right leg goes back and across, take it slow. Bring the toes of the right foot down. Hinge forward, belly toward your left thigh. Maybe dip the right knee all the way down. Just come down as low as you're comfortable with here. And then slowly bring it back up. Torso upright. Bring that right leg out to the side, hold your balance for a moment. And then set the right foot down, come over to the right foot. Lift your left leg, hold here, chest open. Left foot back and across. Bring the toes in. Now hinge forward, belly to the right thigh, take it slow. Keep your shoulders back, chest open best you can. And this time bring both hands down to the floor, bring that left knee all the way down. And then I want to turn toward the front of the mat. So left foot goes all the way back, turn toward the front, and bring that right foot out to the side. We'll take this back into that lizard lunge. So right foot's outside the right hand. Walk it forward so the right ankle's forward to the right knee at least a little bit. Curl the toes of the right foot, and roll to the outside edge so the knee goes to the side. Now maybe to stay like this, you can stay on your hands, you can sink your hips down. You can drop the knee if you need to rest, but keep it lifted if you can, and keep the front of the body open. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled, feel that tension on the right leg. And then if you want to take this further, you can start to lengthen this out. Maybe walk your hands forward. And see about suspending yourself and just having both hands on the floor, both feet on the floor, but everything else lifted. And if you want to make it extreme, you can start to extend your arms further out, come down as low as possible without releasing everything to the floor, but with your chest facing down. And just take this to where you can. You don't have to go to the limit here. Keep in mind as to where you need the stretch. All right, now if your hands are forward, walk them back into center. And then once you can put your weight on your hands, slide your right foot back behind your hands, bring your left foot forward next to the right. We'll take it to crow. Hands are shoulder width, palms down, grip your mat, lift your heels, and bring the knees to touch your arms. Belly pulled in, hips up high, look forward, lean forward, go slow. If you're gonna balance it, try to lean so that the feet lift together. Big toes to touch heels to your seat, take that to where you can. Now if you want Galavasana, then keep your left foot down. And with your left hand, take hold of the right ankle. Now bring that right ankle up on your left thigh. Bend into both knees. Try to fold this down low, maybe to stay here if this is enough of a stretch. Now, if you want the arm balance, it's both arms in front of that right leg. Put the palms down. Bring the shin up high in the upper arms. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow. Maybe hover your left foot. Maybe pull the heel up. Maybe extend that leg up and back. Take that to where you can. And then when you're ready, take it through another Vinyasa. And once you find your down dog here, take a moment, paddle that. Now from downward facing dog, we'll even all that out on the other side. So when you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms high. And then with the exhale, sink in the chair one more time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now take the half bind, left arm behind your back, palm face away. Left hand goes to the right side. Right hand meets the left. Palms together, fingers interlace, shoulders back. Keep your chest open. Maybe sink down lower. Just keep your gaze forward. Now put the weight to the right foot. Lift your left heel. Still in chair. Left leg forward. Dip the big toe. Extend it behind. Big toe down. Forward again. Touch the big toe to the floor. And again, extend this behind. One more time, bring the big toe forward. One more time, directly behind. And then step the left foot down next to the right. Now keep the weight on the left foot, lift your right heel. And then when you're ready, just slowly bring this up to standing with the right knee high. Hold here. Keep your gaze forward, slow your breathing down, dig that left big toe into the floor. Now keep the left arm bound, but release your right hand, take hold of the right knee, and pull it out to the side. Good enough here, this is fine. And if you want to extend the right leg to the side, you can take it there. And again, if you want to take it somewhere different, right arm inside the right leg, take hold of the ankle, and then start to pull the outside edge of the right foot to the left hip crease, kick into your right hand, try to point that knee down toward the floor. And again, this moves toward that half lotus. We're not taking the full pose here. Just work this as best you can. Find that external rotation in the right hip. But keep your balance, keep your gaze forward. Now slowly here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, the right knee comes forward, hands to your hips, you're still balancing. Now bring the right knee down in line with the left, and then slowly bring this down. So bend your left knee, hinge from the hips, bring both hands to the floor, round your spine as completely as you can. And we're gonna go back and forth from here to half moon. So your left hand stays down, go ahead and lean to your left side. Now with an inhale, extend the right leg back, reach your right arm high. Exhale, curl this in. Inhale the right arm back and right arm high. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the right arm back, right arm high, hold here, stay open. Now you can bend the left knee, but straighten the leg if you can. Keep the right leg extended and keep the right arm high. Look right at least. And then if you want to bind it, you can bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand. If you can find the foot or ankle, kick into that hand. Let this pull your shoulder further back. Keep breathing here. Everybody take an inhale. Now the exhale, bend into your left knee, step the right foot down behind you and just open it up to the right side. And again, we'll take that horse stance, heels in, toes out, move around, bring your thighs down low, hips down toward the level of the knees. And then settle in at center, bring your spine toward upright. Reach the arms up high, palms face in toward each other, keep the hips in place. And then slowly and smoothly, reach and lean this over to the left side, bring your gaze up high. And then bring it back through center. Reach and lean over to your right. Hips stay where they are. Bring it back through center. Reach and lean over to the left again. Bring it back through center. Reach and lean over to the right. One more time. Keep your hips low. Bring it over to your left side. Reach and lean as far as you can. And then come back up to center. Hands to your low back. Palms face away. Fingers spread wide. Keep the elbows wide. Shoulders pulled back. Straighten your legs. Just shake them out for a moment. Now we'll take this side to side with the balance. So put the weight to the left foot. Keep your chest open. Lift the right foot up off the floor. Keep it out wide. Now take this slow. Right foot steps back and across. And then hinge forward. Belly to your left thigh. Keep the shoulders pulled back. Maybe touch the right knee all the way down. You don't have to force it. And then slowly bring it back up. Right leg lifted out to the side. Now bring the right foot down. The weight's on the right foot. The left foot lifts. Hold for a moment here. Keep the shoulders pulled back. Left foot steps back and across. Take it down slow. Hinge from the hips. Belly to the right thigh. Shoulders pulled back. Maybe touch that left knee all the way down. And then come back up. Back to bouncing. You're leaning right, left leg to the side. And then step the left foot down. One more time. Over to the left foot. Right foot lifts. Hold here for a moment. Shoulders pulled back. Bring that right foot back and across. Take it down slow. Hinge from the hips. Shoulders pulled back. Belly touches your left thigh. Maybe bring that right knee down. But bring your hands down. And then slowly from here, go ahead and turn this toward the front of the mat. So the hands come to the front. The right foot steps all the way back. Left foot comes outside your left hand. We'll take that lizard lunge one more time. So with both hands down, see at the left ankles at least forward to the left knee a little bit. Curl the toes, the left foot, keep them curled. Roll to the outside edge, let the left knee move out to the side. Now maybe to stay on your hands and sink your hips down low. This is good enough. You can drop the right knee if you need to rest, but keep it lifted if you can. And then if you want to take this further, maybe walk your hands forward a little bit. And if you want to extend this out, you can start to reach this forward, but keep your chest facing down. And just keep the weight on your hands and feet, and keep the hands and feet active here. Keep breathing. All right, slowly, wherever the hands are, come up onto your palms inside that left foot. And then slide the left foot back behind your hands. Bring the right foot forward next to the left. And from this fold, we'll take it to curl one more time. So hands are shoulder width. Dig your fingertips down. Bring the heels up. And bring the knees to your arms. Belly pulled in. Hips up high. Look forward. Lean forward. Go slow. And then see about leaning enough to lift your feet. If you're going to balance it, lift them together. Big toes to touch. Heels toward your seat. Take that to where you can. Now, if you want Galavasana, keep the fold. Right foot stays down. With your right hand, take hold of the left ankle. And then bring that left ankle across the right thigh. Now curl the toes, left foot, keep the knee to the side, bend into both knees, maybe just hold the stretch. And if you want the arm balance, palms down, shin high up on both upper arms. Kick it forward, look forward, lean forward, take it slow, grip the floor. Maybe hobble the right foot, maybe pull your heel up. Maybe extend that right leg up and back, but just take this to where you can. And then one more time, go ahead and take it through a Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, paddle out here. And we'll take this to half pigeon. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now bring your left knee to the floor, flatten the left foot behind you. But square your hips, pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right. Sink your weight straight down. Now you can take this a bunch of different directions. You can keep your spine extended, you can move toward the back bend. And you can always just melt down to the floor. Now, if you want to take this a little bit more active here, here's what I'm going to recommend. Tuck the toes of the left foot, hover your left knee, but keep the left hip pulling forward, both hips sinking down. Kick with the right foot down into the floor. And then see about bringing your forearms down, chest facing down, but keep that tension in both legs. And just keep breathing here. Try to keep the hips squared as best you can, and you don't have to be able to sink your hips all the way to the floor. As long as you feel that tension and feel that stretch, especially moving into the outer right hip toward the glutes. All right, now if the hands are forward, walk them back into center. And once the hands are close enough, we're going to move to another pose. So lower yourself to the right hip, swing your left leg forward. And we're going to take this into Janusasana. So left leg extended, right knee bent. Sole the right foot on your inner left thigh as high as you're comfortable with. And just sit this upright. Now once you're ready, turn toward that left leg, take an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just fold halfway down and bring the hands down either side of that left leg. Now use your core here. Press your low back forward, touch your belly to your left thigh, and if that's not working, or if your spine just starts around, you got to bend your left knee and bring the thigh toward your belly. Find the contact one way or the other. Now find your grip. Reach forward. You can hold the shin, the ankle, the foot, whatever works best. But use this to flatten your torso out on your left thigh. Use your core and tense up into that left leg. Now keep that tension. You're working to pull your pelvis forward and tip it forward. And then maybe press the left heel forward if you start with the knee bent, but be sure your belly's still touching your thigh. Long as you feel that stretch in the left leg, you're doing fine. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just slowly bring yourself all the way upright. And let's take this into the side bend. So just go ahead and turn, open your chest toward the right knee. Reach the arms out wide in line with your left leg. Now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, left forearm down inside your left leg. Sweep the right arm across and reach for your left big toe. Now if you touch the toe, that's great. If you don't worry about it. Just keep reaching. Bring your gaze up high. Right shoulder stays above the left. Now if you can take this further, keep reaching with the right arm. But then press the left arm into your left leg and try to rotate, open your chest toward the ceiling as you're stretching long through the right side. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just slowly bring yourself upright. And then we're ready, just cross the ankles in front of you, roll forward your hands, step back to down dog. And we'll take all that on the other side. So once you're ready here, with an inhale, raise your left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Flatten your right foot, extend the right leg behind you. Pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. Sink your weight straight down, keep your hips squared. Now again, there's a bunch of ways you can take this pose. If you want to just stay up like this is fine. If you want to go deeper toward a back bend, you can always take it there. And you can always just relax. Now, if you want to make this more active, here's what I'll cue. Again, you can tuck the toes of that back foot, the right foot, try to hover the right knee, but keep the right hip pulling forward, both hips sinking down, keep the left foot kicking into the floor, and then go ahead and lower yourself onto your forearms, but keep that tension in your legs with the hips squared. Keep breathing here. Now again from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in. And once the hands are close enough, lower yourself to your left hip, swing your right leg forward. And let's take Jana Shasana on this side. So the right leg's extended, so the left foot on the inner right thigh, just as high as you're comfortable with. Sit this upright. And then turn toward the right leg. Reach the arms up high, take an inhale. And with the exhale, fold this halfway down, hands on either side of that right leg. Now, use your low back, press it forward, touch your belly to the right thigh, or bend the right knee, bring the thigh up to your belly, but find the contact one way or the other. And then find your grip. You can hold the shin, the ankle, the foot, whatever's accessible to you here. Now use that grip, pull your torso forward, press your torso into the right thigh, try to flatten out. Keep your pelvis tilted forward. And if you start with a bent knee, maybe press that heel forward only so far as your belly still touches your thigh. Just take this to where you can, and just breathe here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring yourself back upright. Now keep the legs as you are. Let's take the side bend. So open your chest toward the left knee. Reach the arms in line with the right leg. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the right forearm down inside the right leg. Sweep the left arm across. Reach for the right big toe. If you touch it, that's great. If not, keep reaching. Keep the left shoulder high. Look up toward the ceiling. And as you stretch to the left side, use the right arm. Press it to your right leg. Try to rotate your chest open toward the ceiling as you're lengthening out. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring yourself upright. Now once you're ready, just bring your hands down behind you, both feet forward. Come all the way down onto your back. And then once you're down, draw your knees into your chest. Squeeze everything in tight for a moment. And let's take this to happy baby. So go ahead and reach, take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And draw down on both sides. So try to press the knees to the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet up into your hands at the same time. And just keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten out your spine, sink your tailbone toward the floor. And you can rock this side to side if you like. And if you want to take it further, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And with your exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here. Let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And then when you're ready, just start to move again bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And just stretch this out long. Take an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw everything back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And just take your time here. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Now just ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here. Hold on to it at the top. And just let everything go. Now thank you for joining class. Namaste.